Well, California is in the midst of a whooping cough outbreak as the CDC reports a nationwide surge. It's raising concerns for those most vulnerable to the bacterial disease, including young children. I spoke today with JFK Memorial Hospital pediatrician Dr. Jade Jiang about what everyone here needs to know. All right, Dr. Jiang, tell us what you're seeing in terms of whooping cough cases.
So whooping cough cases across the country this year are at a higher level than they have been in the last couple of years. I think we're definitely on par to be as high as like 2019 was the last time we saw at this level. Some of that may have been due to the fact that, the pandemic was happening in between, so people were masking more and that sort of thing. There's definitely a big outbreak in New York State. But across California, the trend is that we're seeing higher numbers this year than we have in the last couple of years, and probably the highest since 2019. Yeah.
The highest since 2019. I'm curious, are you seeing any cases here in our valley?
So far, we have not had any cases that I'm a hospital specialist, so we've not had any cases, fortunately, where we've had to hospitalize any children for whooping cough. It's harder to say if it's being diagnosed and seen in the in pediatricians' offices because I don't really have access to that data.
And I know this is a bacterial disease spread through droplets. Why do
Yes.
you think we're seeing a spike in cases?
I think the natural course of whooping cough, we do tend to see a peak or like a little bump in the incidence every couple of years. So it may partly be part of that natural cycle. That's one of the things. I think another is that, relatively speaking, compared to the last couple of years, again, we're masking less. People are, out mixing around, just being more social than we used to, and so there's more of a chance of passing any kind of like illness. Um, I think those are two of the things that are causing us to see a sort of a higher peak now compared to the last couple of years. And
How
then,
dangerous is this disease and who's most vulnerable?
so whooping cough is like many diseases. There's a range of how severe it can be. Um, the tricky thing about it is that it usually the onset is can be pretty mild in the beginning. The course of the illness lasts several weeks actually, before the symptoms would completely go away. And so the first couple of weeks when you're just getting it, and probably when you're the most contagious, the symptoms are quite mild and would be almost indistinguishable from any other sort of cold. The sort of characteristic whooping part of the whooping cough comes on usually about 2 or 3 weeks later. And so that's why it's tricky, because it's at that point that then you would have more of these classic signs that would cause your doctor to be testing for whooping cough. The most vulnerable population is going to be actually the youngest, so infants, and then particularly infants like under the age of 2 months, because they're too young to be vaccinated. But while older children and adults will get that as symptoms, they get the coughing and the coughing fits that end with a whoop at the end, because you cough, 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 and then you kind of gasp for air. And that's what causes that whoop in the whooping cough. For young infants, they can actually, instead of having a whoop, they can actually stop breathing. So they're the ones that are the most vulnerable.
Anything else, Dr. Jane, you would like to say about all this before we let you go? And how do people protect themselves from whooping cough?
Yeah, I think the best protection that we have is vaccination. For all ages. The whooping cough vaccine, pertussis vaccine, is bundled together with the tetanus vaccine. So as you're getting your routine shots, you're going to be getting that. So stay vaccinated. But most importantly, I would say for again, because the most vulnerable population is the young infants under the age of 2 months who can't get vaccinated because they're too young. And so that then becomes the way to protect them is to have pregnant mothers get vaccinated before they deliver, and then to be mindful of anybody who's in the house that's going to be helping to take care of the newborn baby, to make sure that they're up to date with their vaccines and their boosters as well.
All right, Dr. Jang, we appreciate your time. Thanks so much for joining us.
You're welcome.